Bro, we are out the matrix right now, nigga.
We are reporting to you live here. This is now the broadcasting station that you're tuning to. Welcome to the Gold Mind Frequency Live, broadcasting from Ramaministries. Look at here. As we look to the left, we're going to expand this screen so you guys can focus on one thing, because we know how wide our attention spans are. Going straight to Prime Minister Eddie Rama. Y'all see this? Now, in his fourth term, championed the initiative as part of a digital transformation agenda. What is the initiative? In her first appearance before Parliament, opposition MPs walked out of the chamber, calling Delilah a distraction from the real challenges that Albania's democracy is facing. Who is this appearance that everybody's frustrated? Let's look at it. Albanian American entrepreneur Mira Murati is widely embracing her home country for being a leading voice behind OpenAI. She's also a role model for progressive Albanian diaspora, which has suffered from a negative image in the global press in recent years. Let me see if I can get y'all to the Diala, right? Diella, or Diella, was built by the Albanian National Agency for Information Society, Akashi, or Akashic, like the Akashic Records, in collaboration with Microsoft. You see, Microsoft. Critics viewed it instead as a public relations exercise that was designed to shift attention from corruption scandals and stalled institutional reform. So, Minister Rama is why we're here today, class. Damn! And now we have Ramaministries.
Sheesh.
Here on the right side. So is this like...
Is that the gold mine?
I don't know what you would say this exactly is. But it's definitely a polarity, you know. We got Minister Rama right here, then we have Ramaministries. So it's a polarity. You know, one is minister, the other one is Rama.
And just to be clear, what did he do again?
And just to be clear, Minister Rama made a new initiative called the Digital Transformation Agenda and built basically an AI software collaborated with Microsoft, right? And this AI software was elected Prime Minister.
Whoa.
Here she is. Mm-hmm.
That's her?
Yep.
She has an image and shit?
See, that's the flag and the bird. The stars.
That's the Prime Minister? Yep. She looks like an Indian woman.
When one of Europe's poorest and least digitally literate nations appointed an AI-generated Minister of State for Artificial Intelligence in recent months, the world took notice. Albania, a country still struggling with corruption and immigration brain dead, and weak digital infrastructure, suddenly became a symbol of futuristic governance. What? Yet beneath the surface lies a more complex narrative about image, accountability, and political truth. The virtual minister, y'all, this is real life. We need to tap in. You need to tune in. Ramaministries is trying to tell you something over here. It says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was bond. It's saying love is law, and law is love. It's saying it's royal. This over here is saying, look, the government celebrated thy love. It's just telling you something as a sign of progress and transparency. I can't make this up. Others saw a carefully managed illusion of reform, so on and so forth. Blah, 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 blah. Minister Eddie Rama, right? For his fourth term, right? And again, remember, one of Europe's poorest and least digitally literate nations. Her. So this is what's going on in real time. And there he is. Albania Prime Minister Eddie Rama talks with NATO Security General Mark Rutte in September. So there was the deal right here. They're just showing you right here in plain sight. They're just doing the deal. You got the red tie, you got the blue tie. I'm saying it's showing masculine and feminine. It's showing like polarity. I mean, You was that they won. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's right here in plain sight. I ain't gonna cat to you. You know what I'm saying? You got the fucking red flag just giving fucking strong negative fucking energy. You know what I'm saying? Just
even his face is like, that's why I had to show my head. Like, that nigga look cool. Like, bitch, my head is strong and I'm here to headbutt niggas.
You know.
And get out the way.
So here we have, you know, ramaministries. And we have personal development. We have trust now, which is community building. And we have education. You know, we're doing a capital raise for $100 million. Right? Rama Ministries is also formerly known as the Great One Nation Republic, which is built to transform fear into faith and trust. You know, trust is power. This is where people come from when they're ready to elevate. You know, this is not a church as a casual, not a religion as usual. This is a movement built on identity, built on sovereignty, built on real golden reform. While you're reconnecting to your purpose and your blueprint that is you were always meant to follow, you must learn to step into clarity and confidence, and then you'll open the doors to your higher calling. You know, you are in the right place, you know, everywhere you need to be. You know, so this is where you can also come and learn to see how you can be fully operating in trust, out of faith, out of fear, into power, into knowledge, and into purpose. You know, this is the path of the clarity, the path of the sovereignty, and the path of the elevation. You know, so boom.
Get that trust. Hold on, don't skip the trust. Everybody needs a trust.
Yeah, the trust is a fiduciary, or it's a relationship that benefits somebody else. That's all it is. You know, fiduciary just means like you looking out for somebody. You know, I got a natural obligation. That's what a fiduciary is. You know, so it's a relationship in which somebody else has a natural obligation to look out for somebody else. You know, and that's what creates a triple or trilateral, 3 different ladders of a contract to be solid. So yeah, we established that. Can build your trust, live in trust, irrevocable trust, inter vivos trust, express trust, personal property trust, you know, whatever situation you need, and the 508 days not a trust. Right? You can learn more about that in the Bible of Banking, where this is the #1 book on private banking right now. This is where you can understand the secret behind the banks, you know, when they turned the church into the banks and they made faith gave way into fear, and currency lost its sanctity. You know, when Babylon introduced the interest and how it got turned into enslavement, right? Babylon did that. And the states issued value without labor. So like how the dollar's not backed by nothing, but people still work for it. So, and the banks promised what they could not redeem. So if everybody went to the banks right now, the banks would not have the money, and then it would be it's called a bank run. You know, that's another way to effectively impact the market. You know, you need to protect this man, because saying stuff like that, and like, wait, what did you say? Yeah, we need to do a motherfucking bank run. And then everybody goes and demand their money at the same time, and when they can't pay everybody out, we start suing them. You know, because the banks don't hold the money. You know, that's what happened every time the market crashed. There was a bank run. People got scared that the dollar was becoming worth nothing and prices was getting so high because of war. You know, so they went to the bank to get their money. You know what I'm saying? The bank didn't have that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what ended up always crashing the market. You know, so that's in this book right here. You can learn about that. You know, learn how the man then became collateral himself and the living bond for our government. And that's through your birth certificates, your legal identities, and all the debts that are tied to that, right? Then we got the credit. If you need your credit fixed, if you already got your credit fixed, you know, I can pull up a chat right here where we just went ahead and did 500K. You know what I'm saying?
500K.
You know, so boom, this one of my girl families that I'm in. You know, I had to pay to play to be in this. You know, it looked like somebody else just did some more funding actually. Oh, that was a while back. I mean, you see a lot of funding going on in here. But boom. I'm still back. There's a lot.
Sheesh. A whole lot of gang shit going on.
A whole lot of it was traveling, and you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Quick little 80 ball. You know what I'm saying? Quick little 85 ball. You know what I'm saying? Quick little 45 ball. You know what I'm saying? Do the math. Quick little 70 ball. But he said that's did 500,000 in funding yesterday. Still got more approvals on the way. Boom. Quick little 47 ball. You know what I'm saying? Boom. So boom, and that's my underwriter. Shout out to my people. Make sure I can get they don't want me to be out of school right now. You know what I'm saying? What it is. Whatever it is. So my people with my underwriter. Boom. You already know what's going on. We get into the business of processing clients. So if you need funding, all you need is a 640. You can have a 680. Of course, the more the better. It's not just about that number. It's about the profile. You gotta not be overly, spending. You gotta have a low utilization. You gotta have a lot of accounts. If you don't, that's called trade lines. You have primaries, you have authorized users. You need a mix of both, right? And you need history on your profile. And always make sure it's clean. And as long as it's clean, you can get you 150,000. So that was the proof of the put in the 500,000. We're gonna go back to this right here. That was for the credit information, and that's also the funding information. Boom. If you need credit restoration, we can send you the link, and you can fill out the documentation.
Shoes freedom today.
What?
Shoes freedom today. Now I was reading this out. The Global Alliance. Now you good.
Yeah, shoes freedom today. Different packages. Y'all can check that out in your own time. And then there's our global alliances. Crystallized Visions. Crystallized Visions doing the motherfucking thing on this website. If you need a website, hit up Crystallized Visions. You feel me? Sure. Private Wealth Club. Actually being a considered piece. To the ramaministries, GMF, Gold Mine Frequency. Hosting and broadcasting the station. Black Atlanta thriving as well. That's a thriving, successful reality and also broadcasting station. Another multimedia station that has massive opportunities for anybody looking.
Podcast studios in the Global Healing Center. We now have a podcast studio in the Kendra Healing Center, so y'all tap in over there.
Okay, yeah, we don't have that logo right here on this right now, but definitely, and yes, that's what we have. Boom, that's Ramaministries. Okay, and this is. Okay, Albanian Prime Minister Eddie Rama. Y'all don't forget it. Okay.
Absolutely.
And we can talk about the polarity. This is what that guy would be talking about. Like, okay, so what does this mean? One is light and one is dark. You can see this is gold. This would be light, and this is black. This is or red. This is dark. Like root chakra.
So I was gonna say black and this is white. And
root chakra, red, and then gold, that's like your halo.
So gold then it's blue. So that's Loki the whole. That's the triangle.
Gold is your 8th chakra. So you don't just have 7 chakras. Gold is your 8th chakra. That would be your aura. You know what I'm saying? So
that's beautiful.
Yeah. Cool. So sometimes at the 8 and 1.
8 and 1 is hard. I didn't even know about that. I ain't gonna lie. That's hard.
8 and 1 is 9, and that's why I look at this 8, right? Like it's very, very.
Where you getting 1 from?
8 and 1, because the root chakra is the first chakra.
That's the logo of the One Nation Republic. It's just red.
Yeah, it's just red.
Nigga.
And it's a different bird. It's 2 birds, you know what I'm saying? Like, more than 1. Yeah, it is the same.
Damn, we just literally broke out the make. Let me see the flag. Pull up their flag. They full flag right quick. Pull up their full flag right quick.
But do you see us, bro?
That shit's crazy, bro.
In summary, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was bond. This was a very interesting broadcast because it's not every day that you see a polarity like this bird and this bird and the red.
Can you pull up their flag? Can you do that for me or just indulge me?
And how they're launching the AI
I'm very interested to see how
we have the organic, you know what I'm saying, type of frequency. I'm not gonna speak too much on it because we've seen the move. We've seen Judas and the Black Messiah. I don't seen all the little moves. So we understand that, reincarnation is real.
What the?
All right, let me see. Albanian flag. It's so terrifying, bro.
Damn, that shit looks like the demonic version of ours. If the Gemini energy takes over. Fuck. Where's the Gemini? It's like a Gemini Sagittarius. Oh fuck, I know exactly what this is.
So now let's ask AI what
it has the Moorish flag, the Moorish star on the bottom too. Yeah, we have to purify that energy. This shot looks crazy, I ain't gonna lie.
What the hell is this? Where the hell does it come from? Why is this bird so ugly? It looks like a fucking demon. Holy shit. Tell me the name. Alright, we better get deep, y'all. Y'all know this is the shit that y'all coming over here for, because you don't see this shit nowhere else. This is how you gotta get the AI talking to you. I'm gonna let it talk to you. I'm gonna let you hear what the. Okay, y'all think I'm playing. They think I'm playing, bro. They think I'm playing by it. Watch this, bro. This is crazy, bro. Like, let's just take some of that away because it's just too fucking ugly.
Yeah. Well, where's our flag? Scroll down to our flag right quick. Yeah, and like keep the 100 million in it, kind of sliding though. Yeah, like right there.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like that's how it's supposed to look. Okay, we gonna get to that. Then we go on the left side first. That's also the left side, right side. See how it's like, you know?
Yeah.
Masculine,
are you
feminine,
righteous?
masculine and feminine. You know what I'm saying?
That too, facts.
Okay, I said I was gonna let it talk. Let's hear it.
That's the double-headed eagle of Albania. And yeah,
Damn, she sounds cool.
Fierce. Name, the Albanian double-headed eagle, heraldic eagle. What you're looking at, the national flag of Albania, a black double-headed eagle on a red field. Where it comes from, real origins, not demons. One ancient symbol, long before Christianity. The double-headed eagle goes back thousands of years, used in Mesopotamia, Hittite, and Indo-European cultures, symbolized dual sovereignty. Heaven and earth, past and future, east and west, meant total awareness and dominion, not beauty. This is a power symbol, not a pretty bird. 2. Byzantine Empire, Balkan inheritance. The Byzantines adopted the double-headed eagle to represent spiritual authority, church, temporal authority, state. When Byzantium declined, Balkan peoples kept the symbol, especially Albanians.
Albanians? What the hell is
3.
that?
Albanian national meaning. This is the key. The eagle became Albania's symbol under Skanderbeg, 15th century. Led resistance against the Ottoman Empire. Used the double-headed eagle as a war banner. Red background equals sacrifice, resistance. Black eagle, strength, vigilance, independence. So what you're seeing is a war emblem, not a mascot. Why it looks demonic to you? Because it violates modern aesthetics. Symmetry that feels unnatural. Sharp talons, spread wings, 2 heads equals hyper-awareness, predatory. Many ancient power symbols look evil through a modern lens. They weren't designed to comfort. They were designed to intimidate enemies. Same reason dragons, lions, sphinxes, and cherubim look terrifying. Important correction. This has nothing to do with Isaac, demons, or fallen angels. If anything, it's closer to imperial authority, warrior kingship, total vigilance. It's older than Christianity, older than Islam, older than modern nations. Yeah. One sentence truth.
Is this in Africa? Where the hell is this
place?
place?
An ancient imperial war symbol of sovereignty and resistance, meant to scare enemies, not look friendly. If you want, I can break down why double.
This is meant to scare enemies, not look friendly.
Compare it to biblical.
Woo! I'm put that thing in my chest.
Explain why modern culture.
You say you wanna be a warrior. Is you gonna fight tonight?
This is a war flag. So okay, yeah. So yeah, let's exit that, right? You know what I'm saying? Where it say, if anything is closer to imperial authority, warrior kingship, and total vigilance. Okay, so since this has nothing to do with Isaac, demons, or fallen angels, as you say, I mean, I don't think the Akashic Records would say something like that, but whatever. If it's anything, it's closer to imperial authority, warrior kingship, and total vigilance. Who and what and where and when is that? So you talking about it's older than Christianity and older than Islam and older than modern nations. What can be older than religions?
Is it older than Egypt? When I say that. And then how does it relate to the Great One Nation Republic flag?
Yeah, I think.
And how can the Great One Nation Republic flag purify?
Yeah,
you don't have it in your shot already? You should have it
in
in your shot already. It should already know who you are. You should have it said so it knows.
I like taking the picture so because we just took a picture of that just so they can
I did.
Put it in the same, you know. They don't.
Yeah, just read that shit, bro. That bitch talking too slow. That shit was cool, but like we at 19 minutes. You know, motherfuckers' attention spans are short.
Okay, I just read it past then. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so what can be older than religions? I mean, people might want to hear this shit because I've been, niggas.
I mean, you can let the bitch talk if you want to.
You know, and then grandmamas and granddaddies and mommies and daddies and babies and mamas and daddies and babies and mamas been worshiping Christianity for a long time. Thank you, Jesus. You know, 20 Lord, 20 Lord, you know what I'm saying? It says something is older than that. Than Islam, Alhamdulillah, Inshallah, they say all these words and they wasn't even there
I
when
heard
they was
that
making these
song we made
languages.
earlier. Older than Machu Picchu and Jumbo
Yeah.
brilliance in the bones. That's a song we made coming soon. Man.
Yeah. They said that everything was, made brand new, but it's like, no, the information was already there in the bones. So they say before their religions, civilizations and cosmologies came before religions. It said religion is the formalization of beliefs. Sheesh. Before that, humans organized reality through cosmic order, kingship, sky observation, territorial rule, balance of forces. The double-headed eagle belongs to that layer. The oldest known source before Greece, before Rome, before the Bible, Quran, Anatolia, 3000, 2000 BCE. This is the earliest confirmed origin found in Hittite cities like Alaka. Predates Moses, Abrahamic religion, classical Egypt's new kingdom peak. So after Egypt was colonized, uses a royal emblem, not religious icon. This is a royal emblem, meaning the ruler sees all directions of the world at once. This is not myth. This is statecraft. Was Egypt older? Ancient Egypt. Egypt begins around 3100 BCE. Egypt is roughly contemporaneous, but here's the distinction. Egypt used single-headed falcon.
What's contemporaneous?
It means like close, but slightly different. It's very similar, but slightly different. They just try to make because it says Egypt used single-headed falcon, the horse. We know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We know Heru. You know what I'm saying? We know we rise up. We in Atlanta. We in Atlantis, motherfucker.
Right.
We in Heru. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
fuck you.
The Atlanta Hawks, nigga.
Facts.
Atlanta
Yeah.
Herus.
And they use dual crowns.
The Falcons.
Like they use crowns upper and lower Egypt, right? So Egypt expressed duality through crowns, not animals with two heads. That's bestiality. You know what I'm saying? So important. Egypt did not use a double-headed eagle, but it absolutely shared the same dual sovereignty idea, but way different. So
Atlanta is special, twin, because that's crazy. We the Hawks and the Falcons, because we got the Atlanta Falcons and the Atlanta Hawks. So it's like we kind of own some shit.
So that's it. And then we're gonna go to this one real quick, and then we're gonna close it out like this. And ramaministries. As far as how can this be a balancing act or even a counterforce, or even is this a counterforce? And let me not be straight biased. Give me a natural and pure observation to the best of your non-human capabilities as far as talking about what is happening here.
The reflection in the window looks crazy on film. I'm not gonna lie. Look at the window. That shit looks so crazy on here.
Oh, facts.
That shit looks cool as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
It's like a takeover and a merger. It's like this is like burning this though. All right, let's answer this clean, grounded, and not mystified, not endorsing, not dismissing, just observing what is
actually happening. The 1 and the 8
happening.
is the 9. I just got it because the red is the red chakra, your first chakra, and your 8th chakra, the gold chakra. So it's your aura transforming the root to the aura to the soul, going from the root to the soul,
7,
crystallizing the blood.
To the 7, because technically you'd be 8 minus 1.
But you'll also be, or you can be 8 plus 1, positive, negative.
Right, because 7, 8,
so
9.
So you'll be 9.
Yeah, depending on.
So you'll be 9 and 7 and 1 and.
Some people go to 7.
8.
Some people go to 9. 9 the people that go out and want to transform is like Buddha and Buddha Sefa.
Yeah.
Like one does like ascends and gets enlightenment. One ascends and gets enlightenment and come back. You know what I'm saying? So the 7 is like, I'm just chilling. I got enlightenment. We got homies like that. You know what I'm saying? The 9s is like, I'm trying to transform things. But so what we showing is not random art and not merely branding. This is an attempt to assemble a complete authority, grammar, a visual language that tries to balance power, legitimacy, restraint, and moral narrative in single seal. In simple terms, the image is saying we claim the right to organize people, meaning in order to be a very higher balancing principle. The 3 layers present. This phrase, the Great One Nation Republic, not nationalism in the modern sense, more like a singular field, one source, one organizing principle. This mirrors very old political metaphors, one sky, one law, one order, balance and role. It asserts unity, so fragmentation does not dominate. Right? Republic, this is the counterweight. A republic implies delegation, representation, law over personality, office over individual. So structurally, republic is saying power exists and is not owned. It is administered. Balancing role. It restrains charisma, kingship, or divine right claims. It sounds like we don't do the thing. Ramaministries. This is the moral engine. Not the ruler. A ministry, in neutral terms, functions as a meaning producer, a value translator, a conscious layer. It does not govern directly, it justifies, interprets, and constrains. Balancing role, it provides an ethical ceiling and floor, right? The central figure, pure observation. The winged figure is doing 4 things simultaneously right here. Vertical alignment, horizontal reach, burden bearing, instrument holding. Right, you got the sky and the ground with the vertical alignment. You got the left and the right with the horizontal reach. You got the burden bearing with the center chest symbol. You got the authority correction with the instruments being held. This is bearing an archetype.
An angel claim.
This is not a demon or angel claim. It is a load-bearing archetype. It represents authority that must hold opposing forces without tearing.
Damn.
Come on.
Sheesh.
This is a dangerous role to symbolize because it demands consistency, self-restraint, accountability. Danger. Symbols like this, it says fail violently when the human system behind them cannot sustain the balance they claim. It's do or die. Anyone who puts their hands on the plow in the kingdom of heaven and turns back is unfit to serve in the kingdom of heaven.
Can I get a hello there? To the left side. What he said to the right side?
The left side to the right side. Shut like the blue waters. Is this an account of force? Yes, but not brute force. It's an account of justified force, meaning that power is acknowledged, power is framed as necessary, power is claimed to be constrained by higher order. This is exactly how every enduring system of authority presents itself, from ancient city-states to modern constitutions. The difference is not the symbol, it's whether the constraints are real. All right? Symbol marks a threshold moment, not a completion. It says we are assembling authority, we're defining legitimacy, we're attempting balance. It does not yet say the balance has been proven, the system is stable, the authority has endured stress. Those only come with time, contradiction, and restraint. So this is the old, this is the new. You know, this is interesting, you know? This is all I had, you know, like tap into the club, you know, $100 million is an understatement. You know, we really got billions of dollars and lots of assets, gold, literally gold mines, gold fields, real estate land, different states, different countries, different people, different positions, you know. So it's a broadcasting station, you know, like legends don't die, they multiply, you know, and we all came back at the same time because we mastered this shit, fuck nigga, you know. So that just all my people shot at to Dave Chappelle, you know what I'm saying, all the real ones left doing the thing, and you know, we gonna just carry the torch from here on out. Ramaministries, you know what I'm saying, the royal ministers,
Simple.
Divine, you know, majesties, you know, her highnesses,
Divine nines.
you know what I'm saying, divine nines, you know, the visionaries, you know, the gold miners, you know, all of that, you know. So hey, we see you on the other side.
We'll see you on the other side.